have realized that many people have not been so faithful to the church, but being more faithful to the Most High God, not pursuing the things that the church provides, because realizing that when you do go to church, there's so much controversy, there's so much mess, and so many things that are happening that are behind the scenes that you really don't know about. See, God reveals so many things when it comes to these establishments that show that they are doing one thing, but in the background they're doing other things. I remember going to this one particular church. I mean, it was amazing. You know, I could feel the power of God and all of that, you know. But then after a while, things started to shift. And I started to think, like, why has things changed? And everybody just started arguing at the church, you know, about, you know, who the pastor gonna be. We don't need this pastor here no more. He need to leave. And like, I'm like, I ain't even in that mess. Let me just kind of bag off a little bit. I'll wait till everything calm down. So I had a dream that in the back of the church, it was like I was at church and I was taken to the back of the church while they were having church, but I seen this altar. There were altars of different people. This was not Yeshua. This was not God. It was pictures of like different people, whether it was their ancestors or whatever, with candles all around it. And I was like, so you mean to tell me y'all out here worshiping ancestors and not letting us know what y'all doing? Or y'all out here, this how y'all getting y'all money? Like, and then I realized at one point there was a controversy to whoever wasn't paying their tithes. They weren't able to do certain things. For instance, singing solos in the choir, being on certain boards, you know, the ministries. You couldn't do that. If you weren't up on your tithes, you couldn't do that. And mind you, this is not just one church. Okay, so I've been to many churches. So many people have responded to one of my videos about the church. Okay, and they're like, just try another church. Oh baby, I've done all that. I've done it all. You know, and I've been to several churches. I've been to all black churches. I've been to mixed churches. I've been to even all white churches. Maybe just a speck of, you know, colored people there. Baby, you don't even want me to go there. You don't want me to tell you about that establishment. I was like, girl, are you serious? Okay, so anyway, as this is happening, many people are doing this. They're not go to church. You know, everything is like, we got to go to church on Sunday. We got to do this, because certain things happen around you that kind of pull on your spirit. And you start to feel as though you're not being fed, or you're feeling as though, you know, it's almost like you're being set back in a way. You're not progressing, especially when you're not progressing at a church, honey. Like, you telling me to come, but every time I come there, when I leave there, I come back the next week, something going wrong with my life. Like, when you start to see a pattern, you begin to realize that this ain't it. Something happening, you know. Like, what are you praying? Like, are you literally praying for the people? Because, you know, I mean, it doesn't have to be the pastor. It could be the people in the church that's praying against you. You can have people that are wicked in the church that are praying against those people that are coming to you know, worship the Lord, to serve him, you know, and they could be praying against you. And it's certain things, and this is just like outside. Even if you outside, baby, people gonna be doing this stuff, but you don't expect it in the church, you know, because realizing that even in the Word of God, it tells you that, you know, many people when you go to the church, it's supposed to be just like a hospital. You go to be healed, you go to be fed, you know, you're supposed to be uplifted, and things should be better instead of getting worse in your life. And when you begin to see things happening worse in your life, I mean, look, it ain't no more talking after that. You cannot try to make me think that it's not, okay? It's definitely something going on. I mean, if you're a faithful churchgoer and you worshiping God, everything's going good in your life, I love that for you. I do. I love that for you. But what about the ones that's not happening for? Are you the ones that's praying for them? Like, that's the thing. People go, you know, some people go, I'm going to say some, will go to church for only them. Are you going and you're praying for those that you see who are in need, or do you make fun of them? Do you make fun of people whose lives are not going right? You know, that single parent who's been trying to get it out the mud, trying to do their best to serve the Most High God and, you know, help their children, be there for them. Are you the ones praying for them? Like, we got to understand that it's not just that. You know, many things happen to other people and we can't begin to judge, because who is our judge? The Most High is our judge. It is not people, not mere humans who are here to judge us. But my thing is, when the word of God tells you that you're supposed to go, you go to church, and it should be like a hospital. When you're getting better, you when you leave the hospital, you're supposed to leave feeling better, right? And if it's not happening, what's it to you? I mean, what's it to you? But I mean, I do, like, I'm not gonna lie, I do see many people that do go to certain churches that really, I can see a change in them. They actually praying for other people, and like I said, I love that for y'all. That's a good thing. You know, I love that for those who are actually serving the Most High God for real and doing what He's actually wanting us to do. To actually, you know, like I said the other day, leave the 99 and go and get that one that left the church. They not doing that no more. These people not out here doing that. It's changed. It's all about self, and it's all about those that are actually contributing to the church. That's what they're really, really focused on. I'm not gonna lie to you. And if you really examine everything, you will see it for yourself. And it's not that we have stopped believing. It's not that we stop believing in the Most High God. We just don't believe that, you know, those that are in the church are really there for everybody's good. What happens when the pastor and a member has a discrepancy, or something goes like we don't see eye to eye? Or is that pastor still praying for that person, or is that pastor going against everything, you know, talking to his wife about that person and, you know, going against them? You know, which is it? Like, are we really standing up for people who are really struggling? Because these many people still are battling with demons, and if they are against certain things, or if they don't really subscribe to what that pastor is doing, or something is happening with people in that church, you're supposed to be praying or either casting out those demons. That's what's supposed to be happening. And then once you do that with the person that needs it, they gonna go and help other people. That's how you help the church grow. It's not that, oh, just come join, you know, come give the Lord your life, and then just leave them out there, as, you know, just throw them out there to the wolves, you know. Like, what they do that at? That's not what they were doing. That, you know, in the Bible, they were all going out. Everybody was, you know, ministering outside, also outside of the church. It wasn't just only in the synagogue. It was outside of the church. What are we doing to do that? Are we going from church to church to minister to those that are already in church, or are we actually going out to spread the gospel? Are we really doing that? Are we actually helping and blessing other people? I just feel like we all have something to do. We all have a purpose. And if that purpose for, you know, the church group is for them to go out and lead, you know, help bring in those who need the Most High God, and you want people to turn over their lives to the Most High God, you have to be willing and able to do that. Just like it's, you know, our responsibilities as parents to raise our children and do what we're supposed to. That's a part of our purpose. But are we doing what we're supposed to do? Or are we going behind each other's back and talking about each other? Is that what we're doing? I mean, I'm not here to judge, like I said, but I'm just saying, you know, if we expect change, we got to do it. It has to be a change. We can't be sitting out here saying, okay, come to Jesus, and that's what we're talking about, go to church, you know. But when you get to the church, you're not accepted, you're not greeted. You're greeted at first, but once you have that first little altercation, or something happens, something's not what they see in you that they're wanting to see in you, you're not able to give, or you're not able to, you know, minister like other people or serve at that moment. Like, are you still treating them with the same type of kindness as the Most High God would, or just as Christ did? I mean, I just want to know what y'all think.